see. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I do give all honor and all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rikah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, whom I've learned this 100% truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect who are scattered in the four corners of the earth, including the speckled birds. Salutations to the few sisters who are listening and learning in silence and staying in order to the, of course, to the best of your ability, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, I'm Brother Kapasha, Tabernacle 4443, coming to you once again with a brief lesson. And Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. This one is going to be on feed the Most High's, Yahweh B'Shem Shai's flock. Feed his sheep. All right. John 21:15 reads, so when they had dined, which means they had just eaten, all right, Yahweh Shai said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? More than the fish that they had caught and dined with. You see, Peter was a fisherman. You see, many of the some of the apostles were fishermen. Some of them were tax collectors. Some of them were tent builders and such as Paul. They had different occupation, but the main occupation was to preach this good news once they were taught by Yahweh Shai, you see. And he means for his servants, even now his prophets who have come back in this end time that we're living in, to go out and teach, you see, feed his sheep, the Israel of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. And we already know that it's only for the elect and the 1/3 on this side. And we go back to John 21:15 reads, so when they had dined, Yahweh Shai said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He said unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, feed my lambs. You see? 16 reads, he said unto him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He said unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, feed my sheep. 17 reads, he said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Yahweh, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahweh Shai said unto him, feed my sheep. That's a commandment. That is what his servants, the prophets, are to do. Once they learn these mysteries, these dark sayings, get understanding of this truth, to go out and feed it to Israel. Speak in the ears of the Lord's people, the Most High's people. You see, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. All right. Let me get a precept. All right. It reads, let's see. So when, this going back up to 15, so when they had dined, Yahweh Shai said unto Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou more than these? You see? All right. And it says here, he said unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, feed my lambs. You see? All right. Let's get a precept. All right. Let's go to 1 Timothy 4:6. might, 1 Timothy. Let's get that 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy 4 and 6. It reads here, 1 Timothy 4 and 6 reads, if thou put the brethren in remembrance of these things, thou shalt be a good minister unto Yahushua Mashiach, nourished up in the words of faith and good doctrine, whereunto thou hast attained. You see, once we learn this, this is 1 Timothy. Of course, Apostle Paul was warning Timothy, his protege, his apprentice, so to speak, who learned under Paul, you see, about false teachers, because there are many false teachers out here now. But getting back to the point, Paul is warning Timothy to keep these things, to keep this truth, this doctrine that he learned from Apostle Paul, sound in his mind. You see, keep it in his thoughts. You see, keep it in his remembrance, so he can recollect these things that he was taught through the scriptures, and through what Paul had taught him of. You see, he said, if thou put the brethren in remembrance of these things, and that he may teach, feed the flock. This all involves in feeding the Most High's sheep. You see, that's what we do as servants of the Most High. You see, that's what we do as, prophets. We prophesy, we teach, we exhort, we warn, we rebuke, we do correction, reproof. You see, if thou put the brethren in remembrance of these things, thou shalt be a good minister of Yahushua Mashiach. You see, that's how we become a good minister. Even the prophets in these times are, good ministers as we, edify the elect, edify the body, build up the brethren, teach them the ways of, this truth, this 1% truth. You see, not for filthy lucre. Don't be a wolf in sheep clothing coming to the flock to fleece them, to get something from them, to use them in some way. And then when they, are not, when they don't do what you want them to do, you cast them aside. You see, that's falseness. That's you becoming a wolf. You see, it says here, if thou put the brethren in remembrance of these things, what things? This wisdom and knowledge and understanding of this truth that that we've been taught, that the Lord has opened our minds to these dark sayings, filled us with the Holy Spirit to go out here and teach this truth. You see, if thou put the brethren in remembrance of these things, thou shalt be a good minister of Yahushua Mashiach. You see, nourish up in the words of faith. See, even, the prophets must be nourished up, must be full of this word, you see, full of this truth, and operate in faith, you see, operate in mercy, you see, reconciling, doing the things that are pleasing to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua. It says here, nourished up in the words of faith and of good doctrine. How do you get nourished up? By reading, by studying, by praying, by fasting. These are the ways that, and by listening to the 100% truth, starting with the great men of GMS right on down to the local camps. All of GMS local camps and all up teaching 100% truth. And that's how you get nourished up. You see? That's how you get fed properly. You see? That's how you can eat that which is good, that is nutritious for your spirit, your soul. You see? It says here, nourish up in the words of faith and of good doctrine, teaching, whereunto thou hast attain. You see, and that's what servants of the Most High must be doing, as leaders of camps and as brethren, you know, and as teachers. You know, we must continue to edify. You see, and over here, let me see if I want to get that. And over here in 4 and 15 reads, check that out. Check this out right here. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them. That means entirely to these scriptures, these teachings, this 1% truth. Give your mind entirely over. Saturate your mind in these truths, Israel. You see? And what else it says? That thou profiting may appear to all, that thy progress, you see, the progress of your flock, the progress of you yourself, as you are getting built up and edified. Don't forget that, you know, we as, you know, teachers and prophets out here, we're being edified and fed too. You see, we can't think that we got it all together and we know it all. You see, we're being edified every day, listening to other brothers, epistles. You see here we have it right here. It says, meditate upon these things, give thyself in wholly, which means entirely, to them, that thou profiting may appear to all, you know, may be evident to everybody. They may see your progress, see your growth in this 1% truth, not in foolishness nor folly, but in 1% truth, sound doctrine. You see? And then let's go over here. See? This is what Yahweh Shem Yahushua commands his servants to do in these times, because we are in the end times now. And we must show mercy, Israel. You see, the elect are going to receive the sure mercies of David. You see? The elect are being awakened right now, practically every day. You know, the Lord he's waking up his men, his elect men, and his 1/3. It says here, check this out. It says here in Isaiah 55 and 1. Let's start with 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. You see? Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness. You see, that's what we're supposed to spend our time, in reading, studying, praying and fasting, looking at, getting built up in the ministry with the elder apostles of GMS and the regular other camps, right on down, learning and listening. You women, learn and listen in silence. Stay in order. Don't try to, don't try to speak, publicly. Don't do that. You see? All right, and the men, if you don't know, keep silent. Learn and listen in silence, and you will get built up. You see? And you're doing it by spending your time in this truth, always meditating on it. Just like it says in let me see. I usually bring this out. Let me get this. This is Ecclesiastes 39 and 1. You already know. Ecclesiastes 39 and 1. You see? But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancients, and be occupied in prophecies. You see, this is what you would learn. This is where your mind would be set upon this 1% truth, the wisdom of the ancient, you see, of all of the ancients. You see, our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, right on down. You know, you got Jeremiah, you got many, many prophets out here, all the ancients. Our mind should be occupied. We spend our time and saturating our mind in these truths and learning, reading, studying, and learning consistently. You see? All right, it says here, "Oh, everyone that thirsted." See, this is how you feed the Most High's elect. This Most High's elect. This is how you encourage them. This is also an encouragement to the, to the elect who have not come in yet. You know, the Most High, He has this time for you. You see? But we got to continue to extend this mercy because we want mercy. We all have gone off. We all fall short. We all need the mercy, the tender mercies of David. You see, David went off, he received mercy. We went off, fell away from this truth, because it was the will of the Most High. And He has given us mercy to hear this truth and to come back into the fold. You see, this thing is important. This is the most valuable thing upon anything far beyond this earth. You see, it surpasses all riches. You see, this is the true wisdom right here in the scriptures. All right, it says here, Isaiah 55:1, "Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye, buy and eat." How do you buy? With your time. With dedicating your time in these scriptures, in prayer and fasting, listening to the prophets that are teaching the 1% truth, showing mercy and love and compassion to your brethren. You see, don't be hard, because you don't want to receive the hardness of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Because when you have done it unto one of the least of His, you've also done it to Yahushua. And He don't play that. You see? All right? So, let me get this right here. All right? We got to be careful. We got to be careful, Israel. This is not a game. You got to take this more serious than you would take anything ever in your life. It says here, this is Proverbs 9:1. "Wisdom hath built her house. She hath hewn out her 7 pillars." That's the foundation, this truth. You see, wisdom and knowledge is the foundation of this truth. You see, "She hath killed her beasts. She hath mingled her wine. She hath also furnished her table." It's true. "She hath sent forth her maidens, the prophets. She hath cried upon the highest places of the city." Out here on the prophets out here on the highways and the hedges, highways and the byways, prophesying, telling you what's going to happen before it happens, Israel. "Whoso is simple," in which we were all simple at one time. We were all going off, worshiping idols and committing adulteries and idolatries and such like that. Things like that. Eating the abominable foods, celebrating on these wicked holidays and such. You see, whoso is simple, you're simple, Israel. If you are indulging in these things, if you still call yourself a Christian, going to these Christian churches, you're simple. You see, and this right here is an encouragement. Also, it's an admonition, a warning. You see, all right. "Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. You see, as for him that wanted understanding, she said unto him." If you need understanding, you better listen to the prophet. This is what it says. It says here, "Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither." To this truth, to this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, which the prophets out here on the highways and the hedges, making these videos, teaching you the right way, the 1% truth. You must listen. She said unto him, "Come, eat of my bread and drink of the wine which I have mingled." You see, this wisdom and knowledge and understanding of this truth, this true wine, this true bread, you see, forsake the foolish and live and go in the way of understanding. Come out of this wicked Christianity, Allah, Buddha, all these false religion and things of that nature. You see, turn back to this truth. You see, this is the right kind of food and drink to eat, to consume Israel. You see, this is the food. This is the 100% truth, 100% nourishment of the Israelite man, woman, and child. Only you can partake of this. You see, the other heathen nations are not privileged like you, Israel. You're the only privilege, you know, that can do it. And that's all that can partake. And it's only for the elect. We already know. All right, so Lord willing, you were edified to some degree. I'm going to end it right there. But before I end it, I must give all honor and all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rikah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to whom I've learned this 100% truth. Salutation to the hopeful elect who are scattered in the four corners of the earth again. Shalom.